Well, the ANC in Mpumalanga has stripped murder accused Philemon Lukhele of his party membership. Just to remind you who we're talking about here, Lukhele is one of the accused in the murder of EFF leader Godric Gadi's daughter, Hilary Gadi. The ANC's Deputy Secretary in Mpumalanga, Lindiwe Nchalanchali, joining us to talk about this. Lindiwe, good to have you on the show this afternoon as well. Why come to this decision? Welcomed by many, but how did we end up with this decision?
Good afternoon to yourself and your viewers at home. We did some investigation when we were questioned whether Lukhele was our member or not. But in terms of the ANC constitution, it indicates clearly in Rule 4.1 that membership of the ANC will be open to South African citizens that are above the age of 18, irrespective of their race, color, or creed. So when it came to our attention, we know that Mr. Lukhele came in South Africa as an exile, but is not a South African citizen, is of Swaziland origin. And we picked up that it is alleged that he is part of our membership. We had to go and do our own investigation. We went to our data, we took his ID number, because he possesses a green book ID copy. But once you open the ID book, you can see the copy that is submitted in the ANC online system. It is a green book with the ID number ending with 180. Automatically, it tells you that he's a non-South African. Then under the barcode, it's indicating that he's a non-South African citizen and it is of Swaziland. Then further, our constitution of the ANC indicates that all persons who are South African citizens who have manifested clear identification within the Republic of South Africa, whom their struggle credentials are verified, may apply for membership. But it has a rider on it, 4.3, which states that the National Executive Committee of the ANC, acting on its own or processing a recommendation from a branch or the Regional Executive Committee of the Provincial Executive Committee, may recommend that such members be given an honorary membership. It's not to be an active, but you honor them. You grant honorary membership to those men and women who does qualify. So hence we picked it up and we verified, since we were in office in the previous PEC, we've never went to NSC to present any application. And hence we made follow-ups also nationally. There was never an approval. So that membership, it is access not on a process of ANC in terms of our constitutional prescript. Hence, we're revoking it.
So let me just make sure I understand this, Lindiwe. Thank you for the explanation. So Philemon Lukhele had his ANC membership stripped because he's not a South African, not because he is one of the accused in the Hilary Gadi murder case. Is my understanding correct?
That's the understanding. The reason why we made follow-up, because on the media, on social media, because he works in the office of the chief whip in the legislature, it was said that an ANC member has murdered Hilary, and we had to make sure we explain to South Africans that our constitution of the ANC prohibits members who are not South African to have membership of the ANC. Only those that are granted an honorary status in terms of the membership approved by the National Executive can
So how did he become an ANC member then, Lindiwe? Help me understand.
What we have discovered when we interacted with the branch is that on 2020, he appeared on their membership data. Remember, we started with the new membership system, which the new membership system, every member, we had a program of Ziveze, uploading every old member into the new membership system. From there, the branch secretary had the responsibility to do what we call data cleansing, so that you remove your deceased, anybody who doesn't qualify. Now the system, we are improving on it, we are perfecting it. They are now able, branch secretaries, even literally, to say this is an invalid ID, because his membership showed that he appeared on our data since 2019. So by 2019, we were starting with the new membership system. I think the sifting there was not quite well. But also, what surprised us as PwC and PEC is that he resides in Bombela. He is more in Bombela, but his membership appeared in Ward 29 in Nkomazi. Hence, also part of the resolution is that we must go through all our membership, especially in Nkomazi, to make sure that we do our own internal audit and making sure that everybody who uploaded their membership prior it being before going live, we have cleared any members who was not supposed to be there.
Okay, so just before I say goodbye to you, Lindiwe, this has nothing to do with Lukhele being one of the accused in the Hillary Gardi murder. That's what you're telling me. This has nothing to do with that. It's because his membership was revoked because he should never have had it in the first place. That is correct.
We are not distancing ourselves from that. All of it moves simultaneously.
Yeah.
Because people were raising concerns that one of your staffers, one of your employees in government who is in the office of the ANC has been implicated. And we had to go and do our own self-introspection as an organization, because really we don't condone the actions, we don't condone what he has done. And we're showing some seriousness in terms of there is no any other member that also will do things and will not follow up. Because if things are raised as an organization, we must be responsible enough to go and check. But where we are as the ANC, we stand by the family and we support the family through thick and thin. And we believe in our justice systems that if those allegations leveled against them, irrespective who they are affiliated or their citizenship or who they know politically, we are equal before the law.
Just, I will leave this as my last brief question to you, Lindiwe. My thanks for your time. So are you now telling me that all ANC members, as a result of Philemon Lukhele and now looking at all ANC memberships, that you're going to go through every ANC member and make sure that they are local? Is that what you're telling me?
That's exactly what we are going to do. We must audit our membership. We have interacted with the national organizing and the membership officers. We are going to pay special attention, especially those that are on the borderline, because we can see that there are a bit of challenges where we border foreign countries in those. We will start just there to make sure that our borders don't affect our people, because there is this just seamless migration. People would come into the country and when they know very well that they are not South African citizens.
Are you not concerned, Lindiwe? Are you not concerned with what's now happened? Obviously, this was something that caught the ANC by surprise. You've reacted accordingly, and you have received many accolades for acting so swiftly. Are you not concerned that with this relook at every single ANC member to be local, that essentially what you've become is the SANC, the South African National Congress, and you're no longer representing the African continent in African National Congress? Are you not worried about criticism?
It cannot be a criticism, because remember, our ANC before it was even launched, there were some conferences that took place in foreign countries. That is why we said it's for Africans. But remember, to qualify for it, you must be a South African citizen and above the age of 18. But if there is contribution towards the struggle of all Africans, that is why the National Executive Committee must process it and make sure that you follow the necessary processes to be part of it. That is why we're saying we don't just give you a membership to be active, but it can be an honorary membership.
Well, I really appreciate your time in speaking to us this afternoon, making time for today on ENCA. ANC's Deputy Secretary in Mpumalanga, Lindiwe Nchalanchali, joining us here on the channel.